Digital and financial inclusion are powering Ghana's next transformation. From small ICT businesses sourcing and selling affordable mobile devices to large corporates building the digital backbone that keeps our nation connected, the impact runs deep. At Development Bank Ghana, we are facing the future of connectivity, empowering innovators, entrepreneurs, and engineers to build Ghana that is not only connected, but digitally empowered and globally competitive.
At Dynamic Data Solutions, we build the backbone that keeps Ghana connected, secure, and open for innovation. Backbone infrastructure is the unseen power grid of Ghana's digital future. DDS 55 is Ghana's premier ICT powerhouse, delivering enterprise connectivity, cybersecurity, and digital infrastructure. A lot of what we do sits quietly behind the scenes. You may not always see our logo, but you feel our work every day.
Beyond our core mandate, our ethos is to ensure that no one is left behind in this rapidly evolving digital space.
Picture the 1990s, when fewer than 20% of Ghanaians had access to formal financial services. That level of trust in digital systems doesn't happen by chance, and companies like Dynamic Data Solutions build the infrastructure that keeps this trust alive, ensuring that every mobile payment, every doctor accessing cloud-based records, every entrepreneur transacting business is protected.
One of the most powerful things about DDS is this culture of empowerment. Women lead most of our departments, and that's not about ticking boxes. It's about competence.
When I began my journey in this industry, women were almost invisible in technology leadership. I started as a receptionist in the early days of Ghana's telecommunications revolution, when mobile phones were still a novelty.
I've seen interns rise to become team leads. When people grow, the company grows, and so does Ghana. I was once mentored here, and now I mentor others. Some of the engineers I trained are leading teams across the country. That's what makes DDS special.
That journey reminds me that leadership is not about being the only woman in the room. It's about ensuring you are not the last. We have always believed that the true measure of progress is people. Our initiatives reflect this belief. From the Kaneshi Market Wi-Fi project, which connects small traders to digital commerce, to our involvement in Girls in ICT, the Miss Geek Africa competition, and the BRTCF Hackathon. Each effort identifies, mentors, and empowers the next generation of innovators. But one initiative especially close to our hearts is Empowerability, our partnership with the Ghana Society for the Physically Disabled. Through it, we are extending connectivity and training to hundreds of persons with disabilities, bringing accessibility and opportunity where barriers once stood.
My name is Becky Nunu. I am a Disability Inclusion and Organizational Development Advisor. At Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled, I am part of the leadership that seeks to involvement of the youth. At Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled, that is GSPD, we promote rights, welfare, and inclusion of people with physical disabilities. Our activities include advocacy, educational awareness, support services, empowerment and inclusion, and community outreach. Our aim is to ensure people with physical disabilities live a dignified life. DDS 55 reached out as part of their CSR projects to explore how they could support the Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled. Following their innovation and access to reliable internet, GSPD is about launching an ICT training program under DDS 55 Employability Project. aimed at equipping persons with disabilities with employable digital skills.
Accessing financing for the purchase and acquisition, including network expansion, was one of the most critical steps in our journey. DBG recognized the viability of the opportunity and importance of empowering female-led enterprises in ICT, and they recommended that we work with one of their partner banks to restructure financing. With DBG's backing and ABSA's commitment, we were able to ensure a 24 million Ghana cedi facility on terms acceptable to a business like ours. Inclusion begins with connection, and connection depends on strong digital infrastructure.
DDS 55 has demonstrated the practice of inclusion through consistent support and engagement. This collaboration has grown beyond the initial office renovation. It represents the beginning of a long-term partnership rooted in shared values and mutual growth.
The idea of having phones, different type of phones, and then a bravo boy phone na yedi bibia. The phone na cranioma. The phone na send mobile money. The phone ya nioma bebre nti and that bravo e bono say won kita phone na won ka ho.
What are you
Okay. Me did the viva enya. Me ye adwuma was circle. Matna ha amfika kra ye adwuma. Roughly 9 to 10 years. Last 3 years muno ana eja ebeto ye old shop obo. Nti na mama me gada me ho kakra. Na true dan nso no me kwaji sika kakra ewo advance fo nchen. Na sika na bo mu akwan huru bebre so mama shop no nso akwanyim.
Ghana's digital stories unfolding every day. At DBG, we've already committed over 28 million Ghana cedis through our partner financial institutions to power this transformation, financing backbone infrastructure, digital access, and the entrepreneurs driving inclusion. The future of Ghana's digital economy is secure, inclusive, and limitless. And together, we are financing the connections that power a nation.